watch! Why the hell are you relaxing? Your punches are so weak, I've had bug bites more painful! You have 68 more hits to go!
He's so cool. 68.
Get this over with!
Jesus Christ.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 22 of Vinland Saga, Emperor of Rebellion.
Thorfinn is currently just getting the crap kicked out of him on purpose. He's going to take 100 blows in order to go talk to Canute. Any thoughts before we jump in?
I mean, I know he's going to have to survive this for the sake of the plot, but I'm really curious to see everyone else's reaction to seeing someone survive something like that and then just continue on.
If there's anybody who knows how to take a beating, it might be Thorfinn.
So true.
Yeah, so with that, we'll see what happens here. But if you're excited for the final 3 episodes of Vinland Saga, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of the series right now in its extended full-length form, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where it's posted now. We also have a new series that'll be coming after it. Castlevania might be the pick. Without further ado, are we excited for episode 22 of season 2 of Vinland Saga?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Are they all going to be face shots is my question. Nope. Oh, right in the temple. He is calculating it though. Like you can see him sort of bracing himself. Hard to watch.
Really hard to watch.
Way you could kick the shit out of him if you wanted to.
That's the thing.
Oh, also, one comment I wanted to say from last episode, I didn't realize how significant that moment was where Thorfinn punched Einar to stop him from attacking the other guy.
Yeah.
Because it really makes it clear that cycle was about to happen where Einar loses the one he loves, almost like the Thors to Thorfinn.
Exactly.
And instead of being allowed to go attack, somebody mercifully did violence on him to snap him out of it.
Yeah.
Like for Thorfinn, and then for Thorfinn to have his revelation right after that, he needs to go do this. I think he's realizing like it's not cut and dry as no violence. It's violence when it is necessary and lessens overall
as minimal
violence.
as possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without killing.
Yes.
What the hell are you doing, asshole? Just hurry up and smash that little shrimp's head!
He's got to get tired too.
This doesn't feel right. His body feels so light when
Yeah,
I
like
punch him.
Thorfinn looks worse, but barely.
His body feels light because he's basically cushioning the blow.
I see now. That messenger sure does look like he's used to being punched. He twists his neck and back right before Drott's fist strikes him. By doing so, the shock to the core part of his body is cushioned.
Like he's basically just slightly avoiding.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
However, Drott is a strong warrior. At this rate,
Yeah, it's
he won't
helping, but
last
not
much
enough.
longer.
Come on, get him!
Thorfinn. But even so, any violence should be the last option. I want to. I need to find a way. Maybe there's a new first measure. Could this be what he was talking about?
Yeah.
Is this what he calls the first measure? To not strike back and to just withstand it. Is this it? Is this the way you're going to live from now on?
And Snake knows how strong he is.
Totally.
What's he gonna have to say about this?
What's going on here? Is it a quarrel? Hey, excuse me, huh? Thorfinn! Hey, stop it! What the hell? Who's that? Hold on! He has nothing to do with the farm!
Oh, that distracted him?
Shit!
Oh,
no.
fuck. Oh, he really got him that time. Wait, and that kind of proves to everyone how much he's been, like,
Yeah.
reverse sandbagging? I don't even know what to call it.
Basically, like, blunting the blow, I'd call it.
Yeah.
Yes!
Snake.
Did you hear the sound of his fist hitting him that
Or
time?
Thorfinn.
Thorfinn! What the hell? You guys should have been long gone from the farm by now. Tell me how this happened.
He made a bet that if he could withstand 100 punches, they were going to let him negotiate directly with the king. That was the deal he made.
And then you distracted him.
What a damn fool. All of this for the farm.
Oh, his hair parting through his ear because there's a
Yeah.
hole. That's crazy.
You've done enough. Just stop. We're going to give up the farm. It's been decided. Wow, what a damn fool. Thorfinn, you're too fucking nice for your own good. You know that?
Oh.
Negotiation
Wow.
could have resolved this. It would have been done long ago.
It could. I didn't hear any bell.
That is true. Are you sure you made serious efforts to carefully resolve this by negotiation? Did you?
Oh,
These men drew their swords, and your
Wow.
immediate response wasn't to talk but to fight with your swords.
32 blows. He's getting up again.
Wait, hold on a second.
he's so badass. It's more badass
Jesus.
to do what he's doing
oh
right
my
now.
god. Yeah.
Hey, Eye Patch, why the hell are you relaxing? Your punches are so weak. I've had bug bites more painful. You have 68 more
He's
hits to
so
go.
cool. 68.
It's over with.
Jesus Christ.
Hurry up. I don't have all day. I have people waiting. Let's finish this.
Looks like Aaron Yeager
I
a
was
little bit
literally
there.
just gonna say that with the hair in the face.
Ooh, and the eyes like the...
Yep. The forehead crinkle is very Aaron Yeager.
Wow.
Stop. This battle's already...
Who would have thought he'd be advocating
He's gonna
for
die if he keeps
stopping a
getting
fight?
This reminds me of Leorio and Karapika just watching go and walk into
Yeah.
the punches like...
They don't seem to be enjoying watching this anymore.
Well, because, I mean, once you get past, like, 70... he might just give up.
98.
They all realize he's not gonna stop.
No.
Wow. This reminds me of, like, people that repent Christianity-wise by hitting themselves. Like
Yeah.
it strikes me that way. Like, this is his penance, almost.
Jesus.
Now he ends up on his knees in front of him. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
The son of Thorfinn. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Oh my god.
A true warrior.
You are a true warrior.
Yeah. Without even throwing a single punch.
Jeez.
Head Thane! This man here once served under His Majesty as an Imperial Guard just like us. Please, sir, would you kindly allow him to see King Canute?
I think you can't help but let him go see the king.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who witnessed that is gonna
Although lightweight,
have to
you seem
admire
very
him.
well trained, Thorfinn. But why didn't you hit him back? Had you beaten Drought, it would have proven that you used to be an Imperial Guard to His Majesty.
Well, that's a dumb question to ask, isn't it? It makes no sense to beat someone when you're trying to negotiate for peace.
Wow.
Especially since I just met you guys today. We don't know anything about each other. I have no grudges against you. So why? Why do we have to fight? The only people that should be fighting are Ketil and King Canute. The leaders should be playing Nefertafel, not us.
See, that's kind of what
settling their quarrel.
Canute
Because
does.
there's absolutely no reason.
This is the first time we've seen him send to war.
Shed their blood. It shouldn't be us. We've just met each other. And that means no one here is my enemy.
Wow.
Wow.
Stop. I have goosebumps. That was
Tears.
amazing.
Oh my god.
Because I have no enemies.
He finally remembered the words.
Yep.
Or just came to the conclusion himself. I don't know which is better.
Coming here in front of this many veteran warriors, saying you refuse war so boldly. Anyway. So Ketil and the king should play Nefertafel.
Why is that so funny?
No, sorry. You should try making a proposal directly to His Majesty then. He's not reckless. The king's not fighting a war because he wants to. If you're granted an audience with him, then you'll understand his intentions. Make way! We will take the messenger to the presence of His Majesty!
Hell yeah.
All right.
No one's arguing.
I mean, you watch a guy get hit 100 times without punching back. You're not manlier than him.
No.
Let's go speak to the person who started this war. I'm sure you have plenty to say as well.
Yeah! Damn right! More than you could know!
You know, I love that Einar has every opportunity to become like Thorfinn, but Thorfinn stops him at every turn from becoming consumed by violence.
Yeah, exactly.
So he has like the perspective and the grievances that Thorfinn has, but not the trauma of becoming that warrior.
Exactly.
Trauma of other things, but... Oh boy.
We've been waiting for this.
Yeah. He remembers him
It's been a long time coming. Yeah.
Never put together the last blood that dagger ever touched was the king's.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That was the last strike he ever made with it.
All right then. I'll see him.
Wow.
Damn.
Eyes almost look similar at this
You've
point.
managed to stay alive. It's been a while, Thorfinn. A long while. You must despise me for enslaving you. Actually, you must be quite bitter about what happened to Askeladd.
I went against the royal family of Denmark, and yet I am still alive. I am deeply grateful for your consideration, and I am very sorry for cutting your face with a knife.
The man who left a scar on His Majesty's face. So that's him, Thorfinn Karlsefni. This is the man I heard had an even fight with Thorkel. I didn't think he'd be so young and of small stature.
Wait, you attacked the king?
Hold on.
He's finding out a lot of information really quick.
I recognized you with your face so swollen. But it seems that you are the Thorfinn I know.
Haven't you become a man to say such commendable things? It's already been 4 years. It's 4 years since then. I guess that's plenty of time to change a person.
King Canute, I need you to get away from this farm.
Can't do that. This all started because of Ketil's men. It was Ketil's youngest son, Olmar. He killed 10 of my subordinates, out of resentment for not being able to make Thane.
So, I've heard.
Stretched truth.
But haven't you done enough? Over 100 men from the farm were killed. With that many workers dead, the entire place may not be able to recover.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, well, this was after I advised them to surrender. He misjudged my military strength, so the blame is Ketil's. And therefore, the battle is not over until Ketil's men have been punished.
So in other words, it's not over until you take this farm, right? Don't you dare try to justify what you're doing! Even though you're the king, you're exactly the same as any thief here!
Damn.
So tell me, what makes you any different from a typical Viking leader, huh?
He's coming and pillaging their land.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Make your own damn farm! Plow your own soil and look after it. You try growing your own farm. Then you'd understand just how awful and utterly wrong it is to take someone's farm from them.
Always remembering when they stomped on his farm.
Yeah.
And Canute, do you remember what you said in Gainsborough long ago? You said you will build a paradise on this earth, a utopia created for everyone that lives in suffering. So then, are you still doing that?
A Viking leader. You're certainly right. I do indeed rule over the leaders of the Viking clans. I'm the emperor, in fact.
Ah.
Looks like the king.
I'm the most powerful Viking in all of the North Sea.
He didn't answer the
I'm
question.
the ruler who governs the largest territory in the Nordic region. I'm the general, leading 1,000
Okay,
ships
scary.
with 10,000
Looks like
men.
Askeladd and the
My
older
power
king.
Jesus.
surpasses all human wisdom. Anything is possible for me, even the impossible.
Okay.
Behold, with the powers I have, I will calm these waves.
Are you good?
And now, in the name of your Emperor Canute, almighty waves, calm your fury!
It's just the time of day, right?
They're still going. No, because what?
You see that? Nothing changed.
Yeah.
All of my power, and I'm unable to stop even the smallest ripples in
Okay.
the sea.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought he was going. He's
a
being
point.
facetious.
What is it that
Okay.
controls the ripples and the waves?
I was like, oh, you're crazy.
No, I get his point.
Okay. No, I see. I see now.
Like, I can't fix
That would be
everything.
Okay, theater degree.
Building a paradise on this earth means that we must go against his divine plan.
Yeah.
That is rebellion against God.
Tiny little thing, interesting to make us stare into the sun. Like, it kind of hurts your eyes looking at this shot.
Yeah.
Against
Which
his
is what
divine
going
plan.
against God's kind of like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is rebellion against God. By only obeying his ordained course of life, humanity will not obtain happiness.
Rebellion?
Take a look around you, Thorfinn. Look at us, we are Vikings. We are the bearers of chaos and destruction, pillaging and burning towns. So answer this. Do you believe we have the right to live in paradise?
They like completely changed his bone structure.
Regardless, that is exactly what makes us human. People commit crimes and continue to feel lost. That is all part of human nature.
Damn.
I'll bring salvation to the men who've been abandoned by God. Otherwise, there's no way for me to build a paradise.
You're going to salvage the Vikings?
Yes, I am. I'm the
Interesting.
only one who can. No one else would be able to conquer and control these men. To gather their power together like you see here now. and lead them all to paradise. I need their help. I will gather the power of humanity and fight against God.
Okay.
The background is so gorgeous right now.
I would have never thought of the idea to save the Vikings.
Thorfinn, I'm going to beat his ass. Whatever great plans you think that you have, it's none of my business. But who? Who will be the one to save the people who you're going to kill today and every day after?
Yeah.
You're going to let the Vikings off the hook and make good use of them, but you're okay with killing and pillaging from people who serve no purpose to you?
That makes no sense.
It disgusts me that you're thinking of creating paradise. My village was burned down by King Ethelred, and my family was killed by King Sweyn's men. I don't care what they were trying to achieve. Not one bit. Honestly, I've had enough. I can't stand it. It's not fair that we're the ones paying the price here.
Like, in his efforts to save the lowest and the least likely, he's hurting the people in the middle.
No, it's a total
It's
paradox.
not like I expect you to forgive
And
me.
the vulnerable are paying for it.
What did you say? You!
Don't do it, Einar! Listen, Canute, I'll ask again. Do you intend to back off the farm?
I don't. For my plan to work, I'll need Kettle's assets. What are you going to do about it, Thorfinn? Will you kill me? Right here, right now? You need to make a choice. You won't be able to stop me if you don't.
What do you do? And then God.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Literally.
Wow.
And
Oh
that
my
is
God.
where we're left for that episode of Vinland Saga.
So you let yourself get beaten, just so you could stand before an emperor and admonish him to his face?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes, and that didn't
You
work
got
well.
it. That was incredible.
Philosophical debate there.
So true.
Yeah, lots to delve into there. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for episodes every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon and they're extended full-length forums, so make sure to check that out, link in the description below. But we have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Day asks, time to bring up Montana's favorite problem, the trolley kind.
Yes.
Canute wants to save the Vikings and go against God, not minding those caught in the crossfire. Einar and Thorfinn advocate for those caught in the crossfire. What are your thoughts on this and how this exact situation is so similar to Attack on Titan?
It's so fascinating because the premise of the trolley problem is like you want the smallest loss of life possible, but in order to achieve the smallest life possible, you are forced to take on the personal responsibility of being the one who made that happen. And so the dilemma is like, I don't want to have to live with that, but I'll do it in spite of having to live with that so that more people can survive. But Canute like wants to be the one to flip the switch. Like he desires to take on that responsibility, which is such a 180 of what that principle is about. And same thing with Attack on Titan.
Well, it's a little bit like Eren, like, because Eren technically is doing it to save those that like he rules over, even if they had sins in their past.
Yeah.
The rumbling caught everybody in the crossfire. In this situation, there isn't like a whole, if the rumbling stopped by those who he's trying to help, then they are the heroes of mankind and are fine. Like, it creates this nuanced discussion where like Thorfinn's way saves those in the moment, but would be difficult to change the overall culture. And Canute's way is going to get a lot of people killed, but might lead to concrete change. It's like it's like realism and idealism clashing.
Totally.
And like, again, it's like Attack on Titan, where a lot of these shows, when you get one of these moments, there's somebody who's right and somebody who's wrong, or there's somebody who's right and somebody who kind of has a point but is wrong. When you get really good writing, you have to just sit and think about it for a while.
Totally.
And I'm just debating this mentally, but let's go to question 2, and maybe in the future episodes we'll see if we can narrow down, because I see points on both sides, you know? Yeah. Let's go to question 2. Question 2, Aaron28 asks, in season 1, episode 2, Thor says, "You have no enemies." Now in season 2, episode 22, Thorfinn finally understands and says the iconic line, "I have no enemies."
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this moment, as well as Thorfinn's justification on why he didn't just beat the guard up? I have been waiting for him to say, "I have no enemies," because he has reached the philosophy but never said the phrase.
Exactly.
For him to say it in that moment after I think this is the biggest feat of "I have no enemies" possible, is being beaten to a pulp by somebody and still being like, "You're not my enemy."
Exactly. Well, and realizing that the reason he was being beaten into a pulp had nothing to do with him as a person. Like, it literally wasn't personal, even though it was physically harming him.
And like, he proved to everybody around him, like, saying "I have no enemies" in that moment was powerful because it could have relayed to the other people.
Yeah.
Like, all of them watching, realizing that it's harder to not fight than to fight. And his reasoning of like, well, I'm coming here to discuss peace. How can I start that off by being incredibly violent?
Exactly. Well, did you ever, I forget if it was like an old tweet or an old Tumblr post that's like, fighting for peace is like fucking for virginity. Like, it's completely counter to the premise. You can't claim to be logical and then also, and I mean, I understand that there's nuance to it, but in general, it's like a catch-22.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? Episode 1, where Thorfinn's dad gives like 10 sheep to the guy just to leave. Like, when he could have just could have beat the crap out of it easily. But he was like, in order to truly like live in peace, you know? But I think it's beautiful that, like I said earlier, it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, I finally remembered that, now it makes sense. It's another thing to just come to that conclusion on your own.
Organically.
And then remember it and be like, well, I don't even really have to remember it. It's just what I think now, which is that's just beautiful.
Yeah.
But let's go to final question. Final question. H. Belmont 24 asks, where does Thorfinn tanking 100 blows and still standing rank in terms of badassery? That may be towards the top.
I was trying to think, like, in that moment, is there anything cooler?
Like, and he doesn't have regeneration. He lives in a time period where it's going to be a problem.
Exactly. No, what it reminded me of was Aaron taking all those kicks from Levi, but again, no regeneration. That was just him. And like, I mean, he knew he could survive it, but it's very different when it's just like your body.
I totally agree. And it's funny because the reason I mentioned regeneration is because it did remind me of that
because
Levi
of that scene. Yeah.
But I think the precision required to dodge the blow slightly or like feint into it so that, or like sort of fade into it so that you can absorb some of its power is like such a level of complexity required. It's a really amazing scene. And now that we've watched so much anime, sometimes it's hard for me to get to a point where I'm like, how is this gonna happen?
Totally.
But like, that was a time when I was like, how? Like, how are you going to take 100 shots from this amazing, like, strong person? But seeing that happen was just, and it illustrating his point so well is just incredible writing, and I loved it.
Yeah, exactly.
And with that being said, that's where we're left for episode 22 of Vinland Saga Season 2. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 23?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.